Hey guys, Trent from Local Pest Experts here, and we're back with another Wednesday waffle. Today I wanted to talk about this big girl, if we can see her up in there. Latrodectus hasselti, or the Redback Spider. And Curt, if you're watching, mate, straight off the top of my head, I'm telling you, don't need Google for this stuff. Redback Spider is a real pest of domestic and commercial situations. We can see there's quite a number of them actually around where I am right now, but really obvious from this real messy web that they get. It often catches a lot of debris. But one thing about this web, right, you can see, try and do this without losing the volume, it attaches to the ground in areas, and that's actually a real key advantage for redback spiders in catching prey, because not only can they catch low flying insects, but they can also catch crawling insects, which is very unique to this spider. Most spider webs will only catch flying insects. They'll catch small lizards, skinks, that sort of stuff, and use them as food too. But you can see, obviously they love to be around these low areas. I was really hoping to find a egg case. It doesn't look like any of them have any out here right now. What I wanted to talk about was their breeding cycle, right? They have one generation per year, which usually makes them fairly easy to control. But sometimes we will have some weather conditions that will change that, and we might get a second generational trigger. Like we might have a bit of a false spring. We had a bit this year where we get an early sort of spring. You get a generation hatch, and you might get a second generation towards Christmas time. But what happens, right, this little egg case, that little white ball that you see in their nest, it actually holds up to 500 young, which means one of those hatches, you have lots and lots of redbacks around all of a sudden. It's like you flick a switch and there's redbacks around. Really importantly, whether you've had a treatment or not, one way to really control these guys without or with minimizing the use of insecticides on site is to just do a bit of housekeeping. Don't leave some stored items around. Obviously they do love to get in and amongst stored items and make that messy web. So one, don't have them stacked there. Two, make sure you're moving them regularly, because if you're moving them regularly they won't be able to set up their nest, lay eggs, do all the stuff that they need to do. But two, just go around regularly with a broom and wipe down those webs and the egg cases, because if you can get rid of one of those egg cases, again, you could get rid of potentially 500 baby spiders. And generally, if you've got 500 baby spiders, they're spread over a large area, and it takes quite a bit of treatment, quite a bit of insecticide to get rid of them. So, like I said, some of these little environmental conditions or small changes in the cultural management of a site will make an enormous difference to the pest management outcomes. I'll switch this camera and we can see under this ledge here, we got a whole heap of webs here. There were some back there that just didn't show on camera. Got one here, got one here, that big mama over there where we were when we started, and then up under those water feeders there's a few as well. So these guys probably weren't here a month ago. All of a sudden, egg case hatch and they go nuts. Anyway, boys will probably say I only done this because it's the first and only time on the tools, but respirator for proof. And like I said, Curt, mate, if you think I'm Googling it, you're just gonna have to start reading a bit more.